Hello guys, it is FootyKing here and welcome back to the channel guys. Today's video boys, what I've got for you is a kind of improvement tutorial on FIFA. So what I'm going to be going through is like 5-6 tips of main things that I've used in my game over the last couple of months to get me up to the Elite Division in Rivals and also getting rank 2 and pushing towards rank 1 in FUT Champs. I will stress before the video starts that I'm not an insane pro player or high level player on FIFA. I'll say at my best I'm probably a mid-tier Elite Division player and a rank 2 FUT Champs player. That is where I'm kind of at with my game at the minute. But with these tips, primarily these tips are obviously regarding the attacking side of the game. So if you want to see a more defensive version of this video, more defensive tactics and tips, obviously do smash a like and let me know in the comments if you want to see that. But yeah, this is going to be a more focused on attack. And yeah, I think with these tips you can certainly improve your game. If you're any lower than like Div 2, certainly, but even Div 1 and Elite players could take some tips from this as well, because it's things that I've learned over the last year that I certainly think are very, very effective in FIFA. They're effective last FIFA, they're still effective this FIFA, and things that can improve your game. You can always improve on the game as well, no matter what level you're at. So, obviously these tips are more targeted towards you boys that are in the lower divisions or below maybe Div 2 or 3. But also, if you're higher in those divisions, keep watching because there could be other tips that'll help you out as well. Right then guys, so we are into today's video then. Of course, how do you improve FIFA? Well, the first thing I'd advise you doing, getting a suitable formation. So I go with a 4-1-2-1-2 personally, but it's obviously your choice. You can copy my tactics and instructions if you do want to, but generally it's up to you what you go with on this. Obviously going through, you can see it on the screen right now. This is a commentary video, by the way, so if I do, it's going to be all live, so if I mess up anything in the recording, just understand that obviously there's no cuts in this. It's straight me talking, so I probably will mumble jumble my words a wee bit, but just ignore that. But yeah, as you can see, going through the tactics here and obviously the player instructions in my team, that is what we're looking at. Obviously 4-1-2-1-2 formation. It's one of the best formations I've used this FIFA. I did a proper video on it a while ago, but yeah, highly recommend it. But obviously you can choose whatever formation you want. First thing, stay patient in possession. That is the first thing we're going to be covering. So obviously the clips in the background will represent that. Generally, this is high level Elite Division rival gameplay. This when the gameplay meant is Elite Division rivals gameplay, kind of low division rival, Elite Division rival gameplay, but it's still Elite Division. And obviously, I'm a rank 2 player in FUT Champs as well, so it's not a bad level of gameplay. I'm certainly not amazing at FIFA, but not a bad level. Patient possession in these games, it's so important. If you improve on the ball, don't give those sloppy passes away. Take your time with the ball. That will help you a lot in regards to FIFA. I found that this year as well. If you take your time and be patient in possession, you'll more than often, if you're patient enough. I don't mean play like a rat. I don't mean side to side, all that stuff. But I mean if you play patient and play small passes, it'll more than likely pay off for you. Because I find that if you wear down your opponent, you'll find that gap. You can slip the ball in, and from there, you create chances. But as you can see in the clips here, I mean, there's Rooney on the ball. We're waiting on the ball. We could have went down the line there, but I don't back Rooney against the defender. So come back inside, do a bit of a drag back move, into Hernandez, and then we work the ball around here. We're being patient, as you can see there. Patient. Work it around, wait for the opportunity. And then whenever that opportunity comes, you see a space here, we'll try the skill move with Son. Doesn't quite work out, but you get the kind of idea. Obviously here again, left back Robertson in the midfield. I'm using that agile dribbling, moving about, can't they? And then we just recycle the ball. It's all about recycling the ball, man, because you just need to make sure you don't give away stupid passes, especially around the first third of the pitch and your defensive third, man. You do want to get the ball away around there. So it's making sure you're calm, composing the ball. Don't rush your play, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, if you're on the counter, then obviously yes, go forward, make moves, but try and exploit the counter attack. But generally, keep it nice and simple. And another tip I'll use, we'll say later on in the video as well, is driven passing. So we'll go into that, later in the video. Here we go, driven passing. So this is the next thing I'm going to talk about. So driven passing, I find this, there's 3 things I would say about driven passing this year. Not only is it, I think that when you do driven passing, not only does it help, the accuracy of the pass, it also helps you obviously get the ball quicker through the lines. So as you can see in these clips, you'll be able to see one driven pass takes out maybe a full line of defense or a line of players out of my opponent's team. But I also find that the way FIFA works this year, driven passes lock on more. They lock on more, and it also improves the player you're passing the ball to. Their first touch improves when it's through a driven pass. It doesn't make any sense, but it's with the FIFA meta, and you have to do your best with what you're given on the game. Driven passing works. You need to be using it, boys. Definitely. I found it in Elite Division rivals as well, and FUT Champs. These driven passes, man. It's a more accurate pass. It's a quicker pass, and it helps. It actually locks on more to the player you're passing to. So it's a win-win-win in my opinion. I'm not saying you can't use normal passes, but if you can and you want to get that ball through quickly, use driven pass, man, because I think it's quicker and more accurate. And it's a win-win. You can see in these clips, we're moving the ball around, staying patient as in the point before, but yeah, driven passing, man, very, very effective. And then obviously in the box you can create chances like we did there. Scored the goal, I think that was Firmino, I think. Yep, it was indeed. But yeah, so you get the gist with it. Driven passing, very, very, very effective. Here again, down the line, I think it's Son on the ball, this is Firmino. Into Alexander-Arnold, straight ball there through, driven again, and then we driven pass again through there to Son. Son, a bit of weaving in the box. I don't think this comes to anything, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it doesn't come to anything, but you get the gist. Around the box and just in general play, those driven passes, man, they're effective. Skill moves, another thing, very, very important. First thing I'd say on this, learn skill moves. Specifically learn them. Don't just spam the analog. Learn skill moves. Learn what you're working with. Learn 2 or 3 effective skill moves and then try and work towards implementing them in your game. It's all about being unpredictable. It's all about being unpredictable. You want to, outfox your opponent. Doing the obvious thing, more than likely, is not going to work for you because the better opponents will catch on to that. One thing I also would say, make sure you're not using the same skill move all the time because obviously the better players, they're going to catch on. They're going to find you out then because if you keep doing, say, for example, roulette, then they're going to know you like that skill move. They're going to train themselves to defend properly against that. So make sure you've got a wide variety of skill moves in your locker that you can use in certain situations. And it's really it's a two-step thing. Use this, learn the skill moves and then learn how to implement them in your game. Because you can see in these clips though, being unpredictable. It's all about being unpredictable. If you're unpredictable in your game, then it's hard for opponents to defend against you. And if you do that, then as here, like Lacazette in the Rooney left foot shot goal. If I didn't do Lacazette there or a skill move, it would have been very hard for me to break down that opponent. Skill moves open up space for obviously the player on the ball, but also players off the ball. Create a lot more passing angles, and just generally they make you a more unpredictable attack, which will likely lead to you scoring more goals. So skill moves are definitely an important thing here. Son, a wee bit of elastico there, and a step over to get the barrel spin as well to get the angle there, and he scores, or he had a good chance there, should I say. And then there again from Hernandez, good finish there. Yeah, very, very important. What can I say about them, man? Very, very important skill moves. And then again here, just being unpredictable. Not necessarily a skill move here, but just being unpredictable. He might have thought I was going to cut in there with Firmino. I didn't. I ran straight through and buried the shot with Firmino. And obviously he ended up leaving there as well. So very important, that tip. And then another tip for the video then, 5th tip of the video, L1 tapping. Some of you boys, I'm sure, watching this video might know this, but some of you might not. L1 tapping after you pass. Basically what that does, it sends a player in the run. You'll see from the runs, the clips here, you'll see when the player makes a run, he kind of darts, he puts his hand out nearly as if, wanting to receive the ball. That is when you know you've triggered it correctly. You move the ball around, all you do is when you pass, at the same time you push X to pass, you tap L1. You just tap it once, and that will send the player that you've just passed the ball with on a run. It creates more space. Like the previous point, it makes you more unpredictable in attack as well. It gives you more options. It makes that overload in attack. And as you can see from the clips here, that is very, very effective as well. And finally, for today's video, then to wrap it up, mentality. All in the head. It is all in the head. It really, really is. Sometimes I find when I'm into FIFA myself, I'm sure a lot of you boys find this, I know myself at my best. I can probably get rank 2. That's probably my best I can get, right? But if my head's in the wrong place and I'm getting angry or rage with the game, I'm not going to play well. So, yeah, mentality monster. It's down the bottom left there. That is true. If you can just stay calm, play FIFA the way you know you can play it, and stay calm. And even if something bullshit happens, we know the game's bullshit. We know you're going to get bullshit things and unlucky things happen against you. If you just learn to accept that, which is harder said than done because I'm still learning it. If you learn to accept that, you'll no doubt play a lot better, and it'll just help your overall game. And then by the mix of doing that, being having a better mentality in the game, and staying calm, etc., and mix that all with the other tips that we've mentioned in this video, that will no doubt make you a better FIFA player. Because they're the main tips in regards to attacking FIFA that I've noticed over the last over this year really, since October when the game came out. That is what I've noticed. Those are the tips, the main things that have took me from into the Elite Division, and also trying to get rank 2 in FUT Champs as well. So yeah, they're very good tips, boys, and I'd highly recommend just implementing as many of them in your game as you can. So that will wrap up today's video, boys. I hope you've all enjoyed. If you haven't enjoyed today's video, please do smash that thumbs up button, and of course subscribe to the channel. We're on the road towards 2k subs. Any new viewers, if you're watching this right now and you're like, yeah, this guy seems decent, he seems an alright YouTuber, why not smash a like, why not drop a sub? Be much appreciated. We have a great community on this channel. We do live stream basically every single day as well, and we've loads more good video content on the channel as well. So if you could subscribe, boys, it would mean the world. I'm trying to get, my birthday's on the 8th of January, I'm trying to get to 2k subs before that day, so it would mean the world if you could subscribe, join the Footy King Army, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, without further ado, as all I can say is I hope you've enjoyed today, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Enjoy the rest of your day, morning, evening, whatever time you're watching this video. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.